freaking owned. You gotta love it. I never liked Peko since the very beginning. How he's so cocky, how he feels like he's so full of himself, and then he just gets crushed by a weaker player in this tournament. Oh my god, that was freaking great. That was one of the best moments of this episode. But besides that, I want to tell you, I did enjoy this entire episode. It was really awesome. I love the action scenes, especially with the symbolic fighting between Kong and Cosmo. That was a really nice scene. Even though the animation of the series is lacking, and as we all know, it doesn't look that good because there's a lot of dirt faces in this episode, that scene, when you see Cosmo become pretty much a monster, starting to ricochet the freaking ball back and forth between Kong and him, was just so badass. The way they drew the lightning, the purple lightning, and made it look like a freaking dragon, like he's grabbing the ball and slinging it back, was just so amazing. I loved the way that looked. It was so awesome. And then when the way they showed a symbolic scene where how the dragon was blocking an airplane, pretty much Kong was the airplane that wanted to be able to go back to his home country to be able to be a pro player again, and then we had, you know, the dragon that was Cosmo. I love the symbolic nature of that with the way they used their art style. It was really interesting, and I love Ping Pong for that. Even though the animation and the art style looks kind of ugly for a lot of people, and a lot of people are still complaining on it, I feel like Ping Pong still stands out with that badass fucking music. That music, oh my god, did you hear that music? When you saw Cosmo and Kong going out, freaking fighting each other, the music that played in the background was just so intense and unreal. It was a really good soundtrack. Like I said in my last review and a couple of reviews before that, what Ping Pong has for it going right now is a good story, good voice acting, and great music. That is the main thing that Ping Pong is winning right now, and I love that. I can look past the animation because I mainly look at the plot and the way it's developed, and that's why I'm actually completely just looking past that animation. Even though I know the animation is technically not the best thing I've ever seen, it's definitely one of the worst I've seen, that is not going to bring down my enjoyment value from this series, because I do love what it's trying to do. I like how it was handled at the end with Kong, how he pretty much knows he's lost. He can never go back to his homeland to be able to do ping pong ever again to become a professional player, but at the same time, his friend, his sensei, tells him that he can move on with his life. His life is not over. He's just at the starting line. And I love the way that was just explained and done. It was just a really good scene, the way they managed to portray that, even with the, I guess not the best sublineal art style, it was still one of the best things I have seen from the season, the way it just really emphasized friendship and value. Even if you lose, you're still a winner, technically. And I like that. Now, all in all, this was one of my favorite episodes because I love the way the entire dragon fight and the airplane fight, that was just freaking awesome and badass. I love the lightning effect, even though that was pretty much just someone going on Adobe Photoshop just skidding paint everywhere. It still wasn't that bad. I like it. I really do like this episode, and I feel like Ping Pong really is the most underrated anime of this season. It definitely deserves a lot more praise. I mean, a lot of people probably dropped it in the first episode just because of, like we all know, the animation and art style. But if anyone has stuck through it up to episode 2 and 3, you probably have seen something really great from this series, and you probably want to continue watching it. So far, everybody, tell me your opinions on Ping Pong. Did you like the way they handled these couple episodes? Do you like the way the series is going? How do you feel about Kong, how he pretty much still lost, even though Tsukimoto gave up his winning ticket to be able to beat Kong? Because we all know Tsukimoto lost on purpose. It was obvious. He lost on purpose. But pretty much Kong still lost in the very end. So, what do you really think about that? Do you think that, you know, Tsukimoto should have won in the first place? Or do you think he did the right thing of letting Kong win? Or do you feel like it was better the way it played out? Tell me in the comments below. Everybody, I love you so much. Please be safe. Chibi out.